desktop capture thing works. Hello. Let's get some game audio. What's up, gamers? It's ya boy. Welcome, Jones. Welcome, Cosmo Sell It. I hope that my intro graphic didn't scare you away. But we're playing some Skiddies, Skylines. It's a city builder. And I've played it a little bit before, but not too much, so I'm kind of excited to break it back open. And that is some good loud audio. How do I make it not be so loud? Gosh. Does it have natural disasters? I used to love wrecking everything in SimCity back in the day. Yeah, it does have natural disasters, Jones. Oh wait, I don't want to continue. This is my old city. I don't want to do that. I want to, first of all, I want to bring my audio down slightly. But I want to start a new city. It does have natural disasters. I don't know if that's an expansion, though. I'm going to have to do some digging, because I don't think the natural disasters were included in the original release. And I know that they have since released natural disasters, but I don't know if that was part of a DLC or if it was like just an update that I get to have. But we are going to start with a new city. And what kind of city are we feeling here? I like to have... It's a DLC, says Cosmo Sell It. Cosmosalot? How do you pronounce your name? Cosmo Sell It? Because I feel like I say it different every time. It is DLC. Okay, cool. So, in that case, we don't have... Cosmo Sell It? Cosmosalot. Cosmosalot. That rolls off the tongue smoother. Cosmosalot. Cosmosalot. I'm not sure if I'm putting the emphasis on the right syllable, but I'm feeling like Cosmosalot is probably the correct pronunciation. We're gonna go with, I don't know, what are we feeling here, folks? Fire whomever made that. And I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm gonna take it up with HR. Grand River, One Big River, that name. Oh, well, I'll take it up with the manager of that name. Let's go with, we want like a mixture of water and land. We're gonna go with Lakedale, or we're gonna go with River, we're gonna go with Green Plains, but we're gonna change the name of the city. What are we feeling for the name of our city here, folks? Should we do something related to Everything Now? We don't really have, like, a fake city, I don't think, in the Everything Now universe. There's, like, the big event city that Joe Brado is always standing in, which we kind of assume is, like, New York or Chicago, but maybe we give this... Here, I'm gonna name it the same thing that my Animal Crossing island is named, which is Junkovia, after the Great Junks. Maybe we add a mountain. I think there's terraforming in this game, so maybe we can add like a mountain to this place and put a little Jonks on it. Alright. I'm feeling it. Let's go. We're going to go Green Plains. Junkovia. Let's begin. Level up industry. Yeah, so there's a bunch of... Nephew Network is covering City Skyline. Why don't... what don't y'all do? Yeah, we do everything. Nephew Network. Danily, thanks for coming through. Yeah, I guess we are still part of the Nephew Network. I still gotta figure out how stream teams work. I have not really delved into that. I know we are part of the Nephew Network, but I don't think I've visited our stream. We have like a page, right, where all of the Nephew Network streamers are on. I gotta check that out, because it's been a minute since I've looked into any of that stuff. But hell yeah, Nephew Network is everywhere. We do everything. And now we're gamers. Alright, so we got our plot of land. What is Nephew Network? Nephew Network is a stream team that was conceptualized by the great and powerful Uncle Joe, I believe. That's the name, Nephew Network. But as far as what a stream team is, really don't know much more than that. I know it's like, yes, of incredibly sexy dudes. I should make that clear. Everybody in the Nephew Network system is extremely physically and spiritually sexually attractive. So that's the main reason that I think we joined. All right, so the way that you start every City Skylines game is by connecting. This is your little like bridge to the rest of the world, and then I can only build inside this dotted line area. So I have to connect my highway here, and boom, and we're done. And this is looking like a good city. I think we're just about done here. I love to preserve the natural habitat here, so people can kind of drive in. Oh, let's play it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Did a little thing come up? I hope so. But thanks for the follow, Danily. Be right back. I got a shout at one of your other nephews. Okay, yeah, no worries. Thanks for dropping by. So this is our city. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We have one beautiful street here, Woodland Street. Now, my problem with this game usually is that I build way too much stuff early on, and then I immediately run out of power and electricity, or power is electricity, power and water and that stuff right away because I overbuild. So I want to try to avoid doing that on this playthrough. I really wish that you didn't have to do this, because you have to immediately then get rid of this as soon as you do it so that you can actually build real roads. Gee, I was so worried for a second that you were going to make a road jet off into some obnoxious angle. And don't worry, Jones, I 100% will do that at some point. So you can count on that. I think we don't have anything unlocked really right now. We have large roads. I think maybe what I want to do is do like a big roundabout as sort of like a central kind of like thoroughfare, like a big roundabout kind of in the middle, and then like spokes on a tire that can kind of like the rest of my city can kind of like grow off of that. So I think, and I want it to be sort of like centralized, I guess. So like maybe something like this, like out here. So it's not quite the middle of my land, but something like this. Boom. Boom, clap. That's looking good. Oh, fuck. These are all supposed to be one way. It's going to be kind of hard to get out of the inside lane. Okay, so let's go ahead. No worries. That's an easy fix. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. One way. No problems. Okay, so the hardest part of this game is turning these two-section freeway parts into... I want some music here. What can I do for music? Oh my god. Hello. Okay. Don't mind that my camera angle on my game is just flying off the screen right now. It's gonna be okay. Do I have Spotify downloaded on this computer? Wow, I really don't. Okay, well, we're just gonna have game audio then, I guess, for right now.
Thank you, we eat the money, yes.
Thank you!
Yum, yum.
We eat the money. Yes, yum, yum. K-Weeb, thanks for the 100 bits, homie. We should be hearing this music kicking in any second now. Let me see what we got going on here. See, we're cranked down on music, but it's just like not playing right now. So maybe if I bring this other types of volume down, and I like crank the main volume, but I just leave music up. I don't know. I like that ambient sound. I don't know how much that's coming through the stream. Okay, so we got to connect this main junction here to our ring of centrality, and I think the way we're gonna start that is we want like one big highway or one like big 6-laner that just kind of meanders its way over in that general direction, and then we'll worry about splitting it into 2 pieces. So we'll do something like, we'll go directly off for a little bit, and then maybe, oh, that's a really sharp curve, but something like that maybe. What is that sound? This is a very scary, like eerie cave sound coming in here. Okay, so we want to connect. What is that horrible, scary sound? I hate it. Is it my ambient audio? Make a curve that sharp. Dunk's gonna drive. Drunk's definitely gonna drive off it. Yeah, I do want to make this road challenging so that people can't just be drunk driving. I want to punish people for being drunk on these roads. Okay, so we want to connect our highway in some way, and we don't have a ton of options for that. Is that Jake playing City Skyline? You know it, Kevin MTM. We out here. I'm a gamer now, get used to it. Okay, we're gonna extend this just a tiny bit farther. Boom. And then I think like, maybe like something like this. Can I do this? Is that allowed? It's not pretty, but is there gonna be a traffic light here? No, there's not. Okay, yeah, that looks beautiful actually. Perf. How am I doing, man? Everybody happy and healthy in the house? Yeah, we're getting through it. We're trying to expand our streaming repertoire, I guess would be the word. So Rocky's been doing, I know he was doing some Nintendo games yesterday. I am breaking out my City Skylines, but we're just trying to figure out how to do some more content in addition to our Sunday and Wednesday streams, which are obviously kind of the main event. I feel like for a proper construction stream in California, you need to be supervised. You need to supervise standing. You need supervisors standing behind you, judging your work. Yeah, I feel like that. Is that like a thing in California that there's like massive bureaucracy? That makes sense. I take you all how I can get you. Well, thanks, Kev. It's nice to have some people in here. Okay, so the next step I think is, I don't want to forget about water and power, because I always forget about water and power, and then I build all this shit and I can't actually do anything with it. So let's just figure that out now. We want to suck up some water, and there's not, in our little box here, there's really not much running water, so I think generally you want to pull your water from upstream and dump your poo-poo water downstream, which seems obvious. So let's go ahead and cover our bases here. Yeah, that's looking good. And then we gotta dump our poo-poo. Poo-poo water go down there. And we'll connect our city to the poo-poo pipe. Boom. Looking good. And now we need power. And we could do a coal power plant, which is very expensive, but will keep us from having to buy like a shitload of these wind turbines. But I kind of like to avoid the polluting power stuff, because eventually you want to get rid of it because it's not as efficient as some of these, like this is what you really want, this solar plant, but we can't use it until later in the game. So I think we're gonna stick with these guys for. Oh, there's really not. See, the best wind right now is right in the middle of where our city was gonna go, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. If we want, we could put like. The problem with building these guys is that they make a lot of noise pollution, so you generally want to keep them away from like your residentials. But if we put like our industry here, which is going to pollute anyway, then it might not be a problem. But I don't really want industry in the middle of my city just polluting all my shit. So maybe we'll just do coal power plant. Maybe we'll do that. Let's figure out kind of what we want to do. I think you want to put property, like residential stuff, along your water, because the property value goes up if you've got like riverfront or waterfront property, but you also kind of want access to your water for your industry. So I think later in the game we're going to be putting some property down here, so I think maybe to keep our industry close to the highway early on, maybe we put our industry like here next to our poo-poo water. He's not a bad guy, but he used to rant about how it's so hard to get anything done because of all the Native American burial grounds that would come across. Interesting. Who, are you talking about the governor? Or they would shut down for months while they had access. This is basically a City Skylines tutorial. Yeah, well, I should mention that I learned pretty much everything that I do in this game from this streamer called Quill18, who I like didn't even have this game. I would just watch him play this game while I fell asleep. Like every night I would just put it on in the background, and he is like a genius at this game. He just knows how it works. I don't have any experience with city builders really, other than watching this guy. I think we're gonna go something like just like one big straight one, I think. I really have two minds on the grid system because part of me, I'm from Chicago where everything is flat and everything is a grid. Like every single street in Chicago runs on cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. It's really easy to get around. And so I feel like I have just sort of an affinity for, I don't think affinity is the right word there, but I like grids. They make things easy, but also I like curvy roads because they give a little bit of character to your city. So I don't really know. Let's go maybe like one here and then one more coming out there. So like something like boom. And I already can feel myself over expanding, which is going to be a problem. Maybe we altered this one slightly so it just like comes straight out like boom boom. All right, so let's do this one like here. And these we're not gonna like build too much on these right at the beginning. This is just kind of like give us a skeleton for what our city will eventually look like. So we can do something like that. I want to say. Caltrans. Oh, I see, Jones. I see what you're saying. All right, that's looking pretty nice. And so we'll put like our residential stuff away from our industry, like kind of up here, and slowly sort of work our residential towards this way, and we can keep all our dirtiness, grimy industry down here. So let's do. Now we got to do like our little roads. Something maybe like this is where our grid comes into play. So we'll bop. Maybe like we're probably gonna do a curvy road that sort of like follows this river. So maybe something like this. Kind of want to maximize. See these like little boxes here? That's where you can build that's where you can zone for buildings and stuff. And so with residential, it's nice to leave. See how there's like this, I'm pointing at my screen like you can see where my finger is pointing. See how there's like a little strip of green between my boxes if I do it there? In residential, you want to do that because people don't like to be super close to each other and you can fit parks and stuff, but for industry, you kind of want to just do this. You want to go maximized, get the most bang for your buck for your real estate, kind of. There's the scariest ambient music playing in this game. I don't know why. Boom. That's looking nice. Get rid of that. How are we looking on money? 23,000. This is exactly what I was afraid was going to happen, is that I just freaking overdo it, because we also have to power everything. But let's build a little bit more. We'll do like just one tiny bit of residential, like right here. Oh, the money's not going away that fast, actually. I think we're gonna be okay. Boom. We'll call that residential over there. Okay, so this is zoning. A couple different zoning tools. I like this marquee one because you can just go like ga-ra-ta-ta. Are you guys hearing this like scary droning music? What the fuck is that? Okay, gosh. One thing about the marquee tool is that you kind of have to line it up exactly the way that you want, otherwise you'll be at a weird angle. Boom. That's looking nice. Okay, we got our residency. We got some industry, and we said we wanted to do a coal power plant, which of course we now can no longer afford. Wait, what are you talking about? I have 19,000. Are you guys seeing this? I have 19,000 in my bank. Cost 19,000. Exactly. Yeah, this is a strange choice for city building music. I agree. Are you seeing this? It's saying I don't have I have literally exactly 19,000. I have exactly enough money for this, but it doesn't matter anyway because I would still have to buy friggin' power cables, power lines, and whatever. So, okay. So this is what happened last time, but let's not fret. We're gonna put this kind of like spoke over here is gonna be where our industry is gonna be anyway. So I'm thinking let's just put our windmill right here for right now. The darkness of the map is showing how strong the wind is. So like for example, see how it says estimated production is 7 megawatts here because it's dark. You move it over here, 4 megawatts. So you want to keep your wind guys. Is it supposed to suggest the barren emptiness of the start of the game? It's almost an eerie birth of a sacred historical city. Maybe. Yeah, honestly, maybe. I think maybe the music will kick in once... Oh! I could have sworn I just heard some music kicking in. I think the music will kick in once we press play and some people start to move in, but we're not quite there yet. Oh! It's like the music just kind of wants to start, and then... Oh! There it is. Hear that? I don't know what's triggering it. It's like if I zoom in, it goes away. But then when I come all the way out here, there it is. I don't know if you guys have ever played Quap, but that was like a running game where you try to like get this janky dude to like run 100 meters, and the music would only fade in if you went over a certain speed. It kind of reminds me of that. All right, we got to play here. We got to try to get some people in this city because we're running low-ish on cash. So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit and let's see. Anybody gonna come in here? Come to my city? We got our one power plant, or our one little windmill cranking out power. Oh, I forgot to run power to our poo-poo plant. And, oh, look at this! Where did these guys come from? I didn't even see them sneak in. Okay. We gotta run power to our jigger. These things are so finicky. Oh, there we go. Boom. And let's say maybe... I mean, these we're gonna eventually delete because as their city grows, buildings will connect to each other for power, so you don't need these anymore. Wow, that is a really fucking janky setup, but we're gonna work. We're gonna work with it. It's just a tiny parking lot currently, you know, for deforestation. Is that the first house? Yeah, okay, so this is what we're looking at. I know, they're all complaining about water right now because I forgot to connect power to our water, but hopefully that will be addressed shortly. What are we looking at? Yeah, they've got water. Oh, I forgot to put water in this part. We only put water in our main circle. That is probably why they are complaining about water. Okay, so, easy fix. We just go boom, boom. No! Is this really not going to let me? Okay, cool. We can cover it all like that. And then we should also do that over here. So we'll go boom, and boom. This is not optimized water pipage, but it's good for... Great, you made Flint, Michigan. Yeah, that would be interesting if, like, natural disasters are one thing, but if you could, like, have... like a terrorist attack or like a chemical bomb that you could introduce into the water supply and just see how that affects your people. That could be an interesting experiment. And now I can't see anything because I guess it's like foggy or cloudy, so that's cool. But it looks like we solved our water problem. Here, if we zoom in, we can kind of get out of the fog. And look at these houses. This game looks beautiful. I love just like zooming in on my little guys. What have we got in terms of names here? Applegate Street. Oh, and here come the lights. It's nighttime. Okay, this guy's annoying. I don't like to read my little tweeter guy. Load up a scenario. Okay, so the scenarios are like, oh shit, we're out of power here. Why? I gave you guys power. Oh, are you for real? It's right here. It's right here. Come on. Alright, there you go. And just like that, we are out of money. So that was quick. And they're asking for some retail, which that we can do, that we can address. Let's just put it right here. Retail, as far as I know, does not have any issues with pollution, so they are fine with being put. What is wrong with these guys? Do I not have enough power? Oh, I don't have enough power from just this one wind turbine. Maybe I should take a loan? I don't know, I always do this. I think let's just let them be sad for right now and see if I can get this money turned around. Kevin, no, I'm not using any mods. I don't think right now. I have some mods installed. There might be some in the background that let's check. That'd be in here, options. Okay, so I've got forest brush, which lets me just like plant a bunch of trees instead of doing it one by one. Auto line color, that changes the color of my different public transportation lines, and then improved public transit lets me like do a couple of like advanced settings for my public transit, but nothing crazy. Yeah, it looks good for no graphic mods. Yeah, it looks great. The one kind of annoying thing is the pollution that you get from the factories. Let them be sad, so normal everything now stream. Yeah, exactly. We like to take our viewers on an emotional journey, and usually it's laughter, but you know, sometimes it's good to try out some other emotions, like sadness or desperation or anger. So everyone is complaining about power, and our money is still going down, so that's looking good. I'm thinking maybe it might be time to take out a loan. What do we have in the way of loan options? How do I even do that? Oh, I can't even do that, so we're fucked. But I think let's just go fast forward here and see if we can dig ourselves out of this. I'm feeling okay. This is kind of just growing pains. Everybody here is pissed, but like they still live here. And every time you see my camera just kind of like fly off to the side like it is right now, it's because I'm going to my other monitor so that I can check stuff on the stream manager. An emotional kick down a hill while stuffed in a trash can. Exactly. That is a pretty good log line for the show, actually. And look at that, we're in the positive for money. Everybody just needs to calm down about their electricity. The money's coming in. Mr. Grayson's get with an underlying, with the underling gave me the plethora of emotions. Oh man, they are really pissed now. Yeah, those Mr. Grayson, the job interview series, I think, is probably our most, like, robust exploration of emotion and character development. Like, my characters are usually just, like, dumb, arrogant guys. Like, I love Jonks is just, like, a big, dumb, powerful guy. But also does such a good job grounding his characters in such, like, a weird, depressing reality that, like, everything they do, even when he's not trying to be funny, or, like, even when he's playing it straight, it's just, like, compelling to watch because it's such a grounded emotional reality. And let's see if we can afford, and we cannot afford another one of these things for a long time. So, but I think we get more money once a certain amount of people move in. Like, right now we are at 389. Nope, and people are leaving now because of the power situation. So, what can we do to address this? Still can't take out a loan. People are leaving. What we can maybe do? Maybe I just, like, bulldoze some of these, like, houses that don't have power. Because the people who aren't complaining about it, they're fine. I don't know what this is gonna do. This might fuck our whole shit up. But let's give it a shot. Everybody wants power. Yeah, I know. And just like that, our population is dwindled. I really just fucked them up. Does this give me money back if I break one of these? And no, it doesn't. So that was a waste. You need more power. Yeah, dude, I know. What do you want me to do? None of this stuff gives me power. OMG, they have the choice to leave. Yeah, well, so eventually, like, if you don't, and look at that, there goes the population again. See, that's the trick, is you just, like, kick out people who have realized that their homes don't have power. And then those people are gone, and then new dumb people move in, and they're like, oh, hell yeah, cheap land? I will build a home here. And then, oh, the cycle repeats. But now we have a little bit more money, and we can just keep doing that. And if this was real life, there would be, like, a whole Vox article about how this mayor is running this insane compound, and bulldozing innocent people's homes. But we don't live in that world, thankfully. What do we got here? It must be fun to have recurring characters you created, says Kevin. And there's our level up to the little hamlet. Hell yeah, let's go. We get some money for that, I believe. We get loans, so we can take out some money, but we got a good amount of money, so let's try to not take out a loan if we can help it. And then we got some new services. So services are good because they're fun to add more things, but it means that we have to add all this shit. Otherwise, our people will not be happy. Like, for that, whatever, series of months that we just went through before we got to this point, everybody was happy without garbage or healthcare or education, but now they're going to start getting upset, so we got to give them that. But yeah, Kevin, making characters is, like, the most fun part of the show, in my opinion. It's kind of weird because we all came from an improv background for the most part, where traditionally in improv, like, you do a show and then it's gone forever, which is kind of the way everything now shows work in a way, except everything gets recorded in a VOD. But, like, a live improv show, you do a character that night and then it's gone forever. The only people who saw it are the people who are on stage and the people in the audience that night. So it's cool in the way that they're kind of like snowflakes in that way, but it is also fun on the show that we can take the characters that work, like Mr. Grayson or Jonks or whatever, and kind of like explore that character on a deeper level, like kind of figure out what You know, because they all have their weird quirks that you sort of find out in the first episode, but then you can take those little details, like Mr. Grayson's drug addiction or whatever, or his son, and like those nuggets. And that's where the audience honestly comes in handy the most, is because you guys sort of inform us on what is... Get these phones again, even though we have plenty of money. You guys kind of inform us on like what is working, where usually when we do live improv, or when we did live improv when you were allowed to be in public in a group setting, when you do improv, the way that you figure out what is funnier, like what they call the unusual part of the scene, the unusual thing that you base your sort of sketch idea on, comes from when the audience laughs. Like, that's the best way to know, like, oh, that was funny, I should repeat that joke. But in everything now, because there is no live audience, it's sort of tricky to figure out what is working. You kind of have to go based on what you guys type in the chat, which is why it's so critical that you guys talk to me. But no, that is a cool change, something that we've had to get used to since we sort of moved to Twitch. Alright, so I've been kind of dicking around, not really doing anything here. Let's focus. Let's address our power issue now. Let's buy one of these things, and then we just don't have to worry about it again. We don't want it to be too close to the water, because it will pollute the water then, and that's not ideal. So we can demolish here. There's some nice irony in demolishing a building that's complaining about lack of power to put in a power plant. So that will solve our power issue. And now we have almost no money left, but that should hopefully, let's see. Oh yeah, now we're crushing the power game. It sounds like a lot of fun just seeing things go on a longer time scale. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, the show has evolved so much. I mean, we've been doing it for like 2 years now. When it started, it was just basically Allsup and Rocky in their living room up in the valley, just like shouting into the camera. It was like very, very loose, which that was part of the charm, is it was like a very punk rock. I wasn't really sure what it was at the time. But it's like night and day, those streams, compared to like what we do now, which is, I mean, it's not polished when you compare it to, you know, like actual TV, but compared to a lot of Twitch streams and like a lot of stuff that's out right now, like, I feel really proud of how the production value of the show has really, really skyrocketed. Wow, it is hard to play this game and talk at the same time. Okay, what do we want? They're saying that we want more residential zoning, and we also gotta figure out these services. So let's deal with our how much is a garbage dump cost? 4,000. Oh, why? It's just a box where you put garbage. Why does it cost $4,000? But they're already complaining about garbage. See that? So I guess we just kind of have to do it. Let's put this... Do we want to just like succumb to the fact that this whole kind of like chunk of river and section of our city is going to be gross and like covered in pollution, and not worry about it, and then we can just kind of put this here or put this like here? It's not really touching the water if we put it here. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. We still got 2,000 to go compared to the current state of SNL. Well, yeah, I mean, the current state of SNL, it's one thing. People would compare us to SNL all the time, like even before the COVID thing, when like they have to be live stream. Although they're not really live streaming, they're just pre-taping from their house and editing it later. But we would still get comparisons to SNL, obviously, because it's a live comedy show, which there are not really that many of. And it's sort of like a double-edged compliment, or a backhanded compliment, because on the one hand it's like amazing comedy institution, like so many incredible talents have come out of it, so that's cool. But then also, like, yeah, everybody hates SNL, so and it's taking everything for me not to just immediately bulldoze any house that complains about a lack of services right now. But I'm gonna let you look at this house. It's a big ass house. Jeez. Okay, they really want residential. We can add a little bit more residential, I think. The other thing that is going to become a huge part of this game later on, not really a big deal right now while it's so small, is traffic. That's like 80% of this game is managing traffic. And if you're like a perfectionist or a person who's like slightly obsessive compulsive, and this would be all our money that I was about to spend just extending this road, this tiny little stretch of road would be all of the rest of our money. But if you are like OCD about traffic, this game will destroy you because it's impossible to get the perfect traffic set up. It's so hard. I spent hours and hours just trying to make traffic go away. So I think I'm just gonna like not even pay attention to traffic really, unless it's like a huge problem on this run through. Okay, and there goes so much of our money. But we need to get some more people in here because people is money. People is money. Okay, we're gonna need... don't have enough money to give those people water. But we still have money coming in, so barely. So maybe if we can just, let's see what happens if I fast forward. Are we gonna go down or up in money? Theoretically, we should go up because people are gonna move in and they're not immediately gonna realize that they don't have water. It's gonna take them, like, this is crazy to me. Like, if this is to be believed that these are days, like days and days are going by and people are like fully moved in, they're like, oh, whoa, did anybody notice? Did anybody notice while we were building this full house that there's just not even pipes underneath the house? It's like you'd think the contractor would have brought that up. The visual in this game are invoking some weird nostalgia for me, like when you zoom all the way in. Yeah, it's really fun to zoom all the way in. You get to see, and then when you put it on like regular play mode, so that it actually looks, yeah, it's super cute. When I was growing up, my brother's girlfriend collected Christmas villages, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like these miniatures, basically. Like, I'm sure everybody has seen miniatures before, but these are like specific Christmas ones, and you'd get like a little ice rink or a little Santa's workshop. Oh, it's raining. That's interesting. And every Christmas you would get a new piece. And this really reminds me of that, like a tiny little village. Alright, we got money to give these people water now. They were patient, so... And this, again, really not optimized the way that we have laid out our water here. Like, in a perfect world, you want your water pipes to have no overlap, or minimum overlap, because it's like a redundancy, obviously. If you're overlapping, it's like you can use that space elsewhere. But... this is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's close. And what services did we not do? We got garbage. That's a big one. Healthcare is like, it will make our residents happy if we have it, but it's not going to ruin us if... Drink the rain, cryberries. Yeah, that'd be great. I wonder if you could do like rain barrels. My parents live in Arizona, and they have installed these like huge, like multi-thousand gallon rain barrels that just during the monsoon season collect water off their roof and their property and stuff, and that's what these people should do. That was illegal in California for a while. I don't think it is still illegal. I'm pretty sure they changed that law in like the mid-2010s or something, but there was a while where it was illegal to capture rain on your own property, which I think it's probably, I mean, obviously there must have been some reason for it. My guess is that there was some sort of ecological reason that it would destroy some sort of natural habitat that is used to having that runoff go to wherever it goes. But it's sort of strange that you can't just like put a bucket outside and collect your own water. People push back. Yeah, I could see just like, you know, hard anti-government libertarian folks being like, I don't want the government telling me I can't collect my water. I don't know why I give them a southern accent. That's probably rude, presumptuous of me, especially since it's California, so they probably don't have a southern accent. Okay, so now we're just kind of like trying to make some money. We got positive cash flow, which is good. We're crushing it on the electricity gain. We're not going to need this for a while. Look, we got 47 megawatts being produced right now. We're only consuming 13, so we're not going to have to worry about that for a while. Water, likewise, we're looking totally fine. We're consuming. Oh, that's the other thing that you have to keep in mind, because the day-night cycle in this game is not like these are days zooming by, but the day-night cycle where like holy shit, why did the music just get so loud? I want to understand how the audio settings in this game work. Holy shit, be quiet. So the day-night cycle is not linked to the clock down here, and during the day certain things change. Like during the daytime you use more power because people are like going to work and shit. I don't know how it affects water, but like just because we're using not that much power during the night does not necessarily mean that we are okay during the day, because they use more power during the day. So it looks like they are wanting more residential and more industry. And in my experience, usually what happens is you build a shitload of industry, and then like 20 minutes later into the game, they're all saying that they don't have enough workers. So I think we want to prioritize people, because people also, that's where you get your tax dollars so that you can expand more. So we're gonna go with that. And I don't know what this does. Elevation stuff. What the fuck? Okay. So I think we're gonna extend our residential like spoke. This is kind of like our main thoroughfare. Oh, this is 2 lanes. I want 3 lanes. Sorry, I'm like dealing with some gas right now, or some. Rocky and I and our roommate Paven just made the most insane dinner. I was gonna call it stir fry, which is what we were trying to make, but that would probably not be an accurate way to describe the dish. It started out very much like a stir fry. We did chicken and onion and peppers and oh fuck. This is why I need to actually look at my money, because now I'm not gonna be able to give these people water again. We had all these great ingredients in the pan, stir fry sauce, everything was going smooth, and then we were like, all right, what's gonna be the carb base for this, noodles or rice? And we went with rice, and I forget what the actual plan was, but it was like put egg in a pan and like very quickly scramble it and then add rice. But when we added the rice to the egg, it just got so mushy and bad and like turned into porridge basically. And so we added all of our delicious not fried, but like pan-seared chicken and veggies and shit into this rice porridge stuff. And I mean, it wasn't horrible. I was able to get down, but when you're describing your dinner as like something that you were able to like get down as opposed to enjoy, like that's a problem. So we gave Paven the leftovers because he seemed the most like he really did not want to admit that that it was bad. So Rocky and I were like, yeah, we're gonna probably not eat that again, and we put it in Tupperware and gave it to him. And look at these people with their 3 like Lamborghini. Wait, what? Look at this house. This is like a shack, a 1-bedroom shack. I like their little backyard setup though. That's kind of cute. But then they have 3 identical sports cars parked out front, including, oh wow, this guy just drove his Lamborghini through his other Lamborghini. Stir fry snot. Yeah, that, Jones, that is honestly a pretty accurate description of what we made. And who could have guessed these people are complaining about water? So see, now once you kind of like have an idea of how your city is going to expand, you can kind of predetermine where you want your water to go. Like, you know, it's going to be sort of following this general line. Although, again, my problem is always that I overexpand. So you kind of only want to do as much as you need at any given time. But like, I know I'm going to be up here. So let's just connect this. Not enough money. Oh wow, I really am spending money way too fast. Okay, let's speed it up again. And now we're looking good on residential. This is going down. People are wanting commercial and industry, but that's fine. They always say that. Oh, and look, we've got a little Stonehenge here. Should we do something with this? Should we like put this in the middle of a roundabout? It's kind of weird. Oh, broke ass mayor. Check your words, Jones. I'm currently the mayor of a worthy village, and I'm gonna get some fresh cash infusion from that. So what did we unlock? We've got districts, which I almost never use because they have like a... If you name a district, I can just show you guys later, but basically there's like a floating word above it, or a floating name above the district, which I find distracting and annoying. But like the districts are cool because you can, and policies are like you can legalize weed or make free public transit and stuff, and you can do that by district. So like for example, if you wanted a like a residential district where pot smoking is legal, but then a business district where you are not allowed to come to work high, you could make a policy like a residential district where marijuana is legal, and then make a different district where the policies are different. But I tend not to screw around with that stuff. Second, loan, which we've been good about not needing loans so far, so we're going to try to avoid that, and that is some loud music swelling into my headphones again. What else we got? Fire and police services, cool. Forest specialization. I haven't really messed around with industry specializations either. Policy stuff and new buildings. Okay, cool. Dope. Gonna ice town it for show, and I don't necessarily know what that means. Ice town it? Is that a verb? Okay, so I think now, see this we probably should have curved in slightly so it like ran more centrally. That makes sense, towards this tip, because what's going to happen now is if we keep extending it this way, we're going to end up with this weird little like pizza slice shape here that's going to be hard to build in. So what we might want to do sort of like randomly here is kind of start working our way towards curving it like so. Like that. So we're still gonna get this little kind of bottleneck here, but that's not gonna be too bad. And then it's gonna open up this whole area right here for whatever we want to do. Okay, so it's a Parks and Rec ref. Oh, okay. Never really got into Parks and Rec. I've heard it's very good, and I like Amy Poehler and the rest of that cast. And I've seen some episodes, and like I'm consumed by the zeitgeist enough to like know the characters and stuff, but I never really got into it. Yeah, I've heard it's great. I'm sure I would love it. I've been watching so much shitty TV recently. I watch like all reality shows right now, and Tiger King. Paven and Rocky and I started Tiger King like earlier this week. We're on the 4th episode, and that show is fully insane. Okay, so I think for this part we want to kind of mirror our main thoroughfare. So we're kind of gonna curve with the curve, if that makes sense, like so. And then if we can, we want to kind of do the same thing with this. Something like that. And then we'll do, you want to keep your sort of like service roads spread out, because what is going to happen with this road is the more of these sort of like service roads, or these roads that kind of go into a district or a section, these, each time we add one of these, it's going to create a stoplight. And like this street right now, there's not a lot going on, but as we put more stuff on this main road, the traffic is going to build up, and the more of these stoplights that we kind of have, and places where people are coming in and out, that is going to slow things down. So you kind of want to have a decent amount of distance between these entry and exit points so that it gives space for traffic to build up and kind of like be released here. Okay, so, and again, we don't want to forget about our water this time, so I'm going to do it this. And the good thing about this setup, which I did not do on purpose, is that we already had a water main going to our poo-poo station over here, so that is going to cover up a decent amount of stuff, so we won't have to do that again. And now, look at this, everybody wants a job. So we're just going to go in here and put this, and again, I could add more here, but I like to try to avoid putting buildings on my main thoroughfare. Like again, this right here, I mean, it's not a big deal, but because there's all this commercial shit here, you're gonna have stuff like this with people like pulling in and out and people stopping here, so that is gonna plug things up a little bit. So if you can help it on your big roads, you want to kind of like keep a like a little buffer. Okay. Boom. Boom baklat. Tiger King is next level bonkers. Yeah, it's freaking insane. We watched that one episode. We're on the 4th episode right now. The 3rd episode, well, I don't want to spoil it in case anybody has not seen it, but it's really good. Okay, we're looking good. I don't like nighttime because I can't see what the fuck is going on. Alright, we got people complaining about lack of services. I forgot that we did not ever add our healthcare, which we got last upgrade. And I'm still not super worried about that. We have 5 sick citizens, which if it was COVID times in my city, I would be worried about, but right now, not a big deal. People are complaining about crime, though, which again, like, I don't really care. Fire is a big one, though, because fire can break your shit. And commercial, or excuse me, industrial stuff is more prone to fire than anything else. So if you can, you kind of want to split your fire, like put it like here, so that maybe, yeah, see, these guys are still gonna be pissed, but this is all gonna be happy. And yeah, we're running low again on cash. Yeah, there are 2 parts that I always want to talk about, but they're like the biggest spoilers, so I won't. Yeah, I feel like there's like a, I don't know what the exact amount of time. Oh, how is this guy not getting water? Oh my god, do you see this? Just put your pipe back here, dude. What the... God, what is the word that I'm looking for? Etiquette. That's close. For spoiling. Like, what the appropriate amount of time after something has come out is where you're allowed to spoil it. Like, for certain things, you know, like classic movies and stuff, it's like, if you haven't seen it by now... Uh-oh. Everybody's complaining about sewer. Oh, is it because we broke the... Yeah. We broke the power to our poo-poo plant. That's not good. Okay. That's fine, that's easy to fix. And now we can get rid of some of this shit that we don't need. Except... You can even get rid of this, theoretically, because we don't need to use our coal plant. But... Okay, we don't need any of this. I mean, this we can kind of leave on its own. It won't be powering anything. Eventually, we're going to be building more stuff on this side anyway. Let's see what happens here. This should repower a poo-poo plant, and then we should be cash money. Boom. Tiger King is something different. It deserves not to be spoiled. Yeah, and I would say that it's still well within the time frame of like, you should not spoil it. Like, there's enough people who have not seen it yet. I think like at least a year is probably what you want, at the very least. Can you tell I don't actually look at the screen I type into? Honestly, no, your typos are pretty good. Alright, what are we asking for now? It seems like people are wanting... There's a medium demand for commercial and a medium demand for residential. Yeah, residential is like what people always want. And look at these people. They're so afraid of crime. I wonder if you can see, like... That'd be cool if you could see, like, a little bank robber guy running into these houses and breaking in. Okay, what do we think? Should we buy these guys? Everybody seems to be pissed. Well, I can't buy a police station right now anyway. I'm not even close. I mean, theoretically, we can take out a loan, but I kind of want to just see what happens if we fast forward here and just see if these people get so upset about the crime. Oh, and they're pissed about the lack of medical attention, too. Yeah, how are we doing over here? 18 people are sick and there's no healthcare. Yeah, this is not super great, but I think we just kind of powered through it. I think that's the move. And how is the frame rate? Anybody watching, or Joan, since you're the only person who is talking in the chat, for the game. Is it choppy at all? Because I am... streaming from my laptop as opposed to in our studio right now, just to kind of test. I'm also using OBS, which I've never used before. We've never used OBS. We only ever use Stream. That's not what it's called. We use vMix typically in our studio. I like to call it a studio. It's really just our living room with like a curtain hung up. But we only use vMix, which is an awesome program, and I really like using it, but it is expensive, and so OBS is free. So I figured probably good to learn how to use the free stuff. Joan says it's good, and that's great. I'm gonna try some other games at some point too. Man, everybody is bitching on this little tweeter. I know, guys, it's a bad city right now, but we gotta save money. It's gonna be good. You just hang in. Hang in there. Wow, they are pissed. Look at these guys. They're like, geez, crime rate is high. Yeah, well, maybe if you didn't have such a nice house, people wouldn't want to break into it. Let's check in on our guy. Look at this guy. This guy is awesome. Who lives here? He is chilling. This is clearly the guy who is doing crime. This is clearly a drug dealer. He's got this tiny little shack and then 3 sports cars parked out front. He's running a crime ring, and everyone, like, notice how this guy does not care about crime. He seems to be fine. I want to click the guy in there. Who's this? Oh, I'm not fast enough. People keep walking in here, though. I want to wait for a guy to come out here and just kind of like follow him to see what he does. But look, yeah, nobody complaining about crime. Then you go over here, and everybody is pissed off. Interesting. All right, come out of your little shack, guy. I want to follow you. I want to NSA you. The guy in the pink house has great sight lines. Low crime target. That's interesting. Your town is full of robbers. That'd be funny if these markings were not people who are worried about crime, but were active criminals. Like, this is a criminal house, living right next to a cop house. See, what's the difference between this? This says crime rate is high. This says crime rate is high! Exclamation point. So this guy is even more pissed off. Yeah, they're sad. But look at this. Our money's coming in. We're at 11K. We can almost afford something. I just want a guy to come out of this house. Oh! Faith. Young adult. Where is she going? Uneducated young adult. Attendant at the box factory, but she's going to the convenience store. Is she gonna walk there? Holy shit, she's gonna walk. I did not think that people would walk to their jobs all the way over there. This is, I guess it's not that long of a walk. It's only taking like a month. And look at the crime bubbles over here. Everybody is pissed off over here. And yet we are still raking in the cash. Nobody seems to care. Alright, so she's at Penny's. Aw, Penny's. This is not a convenience store. This is a diner, but okay. I'm gonna guess that this is not the crime lord. This is probably like the son. This is like the Walter White's kid or whatever. Okay. Can we afford this thing yet? Fix this crime thing? Okay, here we go. We can buy it. 12,000. It's gonna bankrupt us, but it'll probably solve some problems. Let's put it here. Let's see what happens. And despite incredible crime rate, people want to live here more than ever. Everybody's trying to move into Jankovia. And we're going to bulldoze some of these houses that have been abandoned to, I guess, to the crime rate. People are just packing up. They're like, too dangerous. Too dangerous out here. This guy's like, don't care. Gonna be fine. Alright, cool. Crime rate addressed. You're welcome. These people are still complaining about it. I guess the cops are too far away now. Where's this cop car? Let's see. Where are they going? Is that what this is? A little purple. I like that when you highlight a specific service, it highlights the vehicles that are associated with that service as well, so you can track your little cop cars. I don't want to build a thing though. I just want to click. No, I just want to click my little cop car. Police car. Let's see where he's going. He's patrolling. Load is 0%. Does that mean that, like, if he finds a guy, like a criminal, he will become 100% loaded? I don't know. I've never actually looked at the cop cars. Can you rename people? Can you make people live in a trap? Can you make me live in the trap house? Yeah, wait. Let me go back to the trap house and put you in there. Where's the trap house? Here it is. The lights are on. Oh, they got a new car. This place is loaded. They've got 3 sports cars and then this thing. All right, let's wait for a guy to come out of here and then we'll name him Jones. Come on. Faith Walker. That's a different Faith. Come on. Come on. Oh! We missed him. Probably should not have been on triple speed. We'll go on double speed, but he's got to come out of there eventually. Come on. Oh, there go the cops. There goes somebody in a sports car. Come on. Come out of your little house. Oh! No. Come on. I guess it's the middle of the night. Maybe he doesn't want to come out. Money's still going up. Oh, there he goes. He's on the move. He's on the move. He's walking so fast. I'm on 1 speed right now. He's running. Who is this? Oh, it's Faith again. Is she the only one that lives there? That can't be. There's no way that an uneducated teen lives in this house alone. There's got to be someone else. Come on. I know there's another person in here. Come out. Oh, there he goes. All right, who's this? No. Who's in there, though? Oh, Kathleen. I don't know if there's a man who lives in that house, Jones. I could make you Kathleen, I guess, but is there another trap house? That's like the only one that is this tiny little shack, I think. Pretty good diversity of buildings, actually, in this game, that there's not another one of those. Is this it? Oh, here's one. I feel like I really sidetracked you. I mean, there's not really a track to be on here. I'm just kind of like waiting for my money to build up so that I can do more shit. There we go. Let's go with that. That's something I can do. They're saying they want to expand residential. So I think that is the next move. And I think we're going to start building on this side now. How do we want to incorporate the Stonehenge. If I run, I guess I could do something like put it in a big park, kinda. Something like not enough money. Come on. This little bit costs 200. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just a Tiny says, do the roundabout like you mentioned. Oh, yep. That would have been a good move had I seen that 30 seconds earlier. A roundabout around Stonehenge would have been nice instead of just in this bizarre corner. Yeah, I like that idea. I guess we can still do that, but we're going to have to wait a while because I just used all of my money making this big stupid square for pretty much no reason. Let's go on fast forward mode and just crank out some cash. Let's see. Let's check this traffic. How are things? How is this part? I'm really proud of this. My entry point is usually so ugly compared to this. That was an interesting move. Did you see what that guy just did? They came in here and just turned that. What is that? Why would you do that? Is that the only way to turn around on here? I guess it kind of is. But also, like, why are you even on this road going this way if you're just trying to turn around? Like, where are you coming from? Wow. Alright. This looks legit from up high. It's looking good. Missed his exit. Yeah, potentially might have missed his exit. I guess even CPUs can miss their exit. Alright, the cash is coming in. We have enough for some more roads. What do we think? Do we want to... The thing about the roundabout here is that it's like... Not that it is centered here either. But... I'm trying to think of like how I can maintain my grid structure, but incorporate a roundabout here that is centered on... Let's try it here. Let's get rid of this. I always deleted Stonehenge accidentally. Let's do a tiny little roundabout around Stonehenge and just kind of like see how much space it takes up. Let's adjust later. And the music is really taking up. Alright, so something like... That's not what I wanted to do. Shit. Okay. That was good. How's my mic sounding? I'm using this H4n recorder, which I've never used as a USB mic before. It's just plugged into my computer. Usually, this is like a mixer. This thing is awesome. If anybody does production stuff, then you actually have probably already heard of this device. But it's like a microphone and a sound mixer built into one. Struggling to hear me. Mic is hot. Interesting. Wait, are you actually struggling to hear me? I can crank up my mic audio. Oh, yeah, it's a good microphone. I'm happy with it. This is not centered though. Okay. I think we have to be closer, maybe? I want it to be, like, literally right around this. Not enough money! It's got lots of room tone. Interesting. Like a buzzing sound. The background music is overtaking me, especially when it swells. Yeah, I feel that. It's bothering me too. Here, let me see if I can adjust that. I'm still, or I can maybe fix that in. Well, I want to fix it for me too, though. So let me. Yeah. Okay, we're cranking on music. We're gonna bring that down. Let's bring the ambience up a little bit. Bring that effects up. Chirper, we don't need to hear it all. Let's try this. Yeah, room tone, Jones. That's the one thing about this mic is it's great, but it picks up everything. Like it's made for like recording like music and stuff. So, and I'm in my big palatial bedroom with high ceilings, so the echo is going to be noticeable. And I'm not making more money because we're paused, so let's just fast forward a little bit. This looks kind of good. It's like not really a circle. I want it to be a perfect circle, but It's kind of centered. Like if I forego adding another road going this way, and we just have one here, and then like another one maybe here, and then those two roads connect to our roundabout here. Maybe that's something. Let's try that. Okay, let's try this. Take 2 on our roundabout circle around Stonehenge. And I guess... See, like, this is already wrong. But we can see, why this? Like, I want between these. Is there a way to turn off snap? There must be, but I don't know it. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, that's pretty close. And then... Again, not enough money. Why are roads so goddamn expensive? We've spent like $10,000 making and then deleting. Maybe a triangle fractal situation, and I wish I knew what that meant. Got an idea. I'm all ears. Tiny Taste, please. What are people wanting? They just want more. Alright. I think gotta pay 2 people to watch every road worker. Yes, the bureaucracy. Jones, I feel like you have been burned before by bureaucracy. Is there an experience you'd like to share with the chat? The road coming off the big roundabout. What's it called? This road? Crowley? Is that one you're talking about? There's a few roads that come off the big roundabout. To the right. We got Meadow. We got Meadow Boulevard over here. We got Lewis. And we got Crowley. Unless... I don't know what else you're talking about. Crowley, yes. Okay. What about Crowley? I think in the meantime... Oh, why are we paused, dude? We gotta be making money. Okay, at the end of Crowley, extend a little bit, then 90 degrees down. Yes, I agree. I think that is for sure the plan. I like where your mind's at, because we don't want to extend Scott, because it's going to be too close. But if I totally feel what you're saying. So we bring this guy down to like, I don't know, like here maybe. We want this to be centered between. See, then this fucks up. Either way, we're gonna have some asymmetry, which is not the end of the world, but and then from a new street, we would head into this into Stonehenge roundabout. I like to make fun of Caltrans, but honestly, they just allow us to live our lives the way we want. Yeah, I did not deal with public transit very much at all for the first like 2 years that I lived in LA, because I worked in a place where public transit did not go, so I would drive. But then I got a job in a place where I could take the train, and train changed my life. Like, I hated public transportation. I grew up in Chicago where public transportation is awesome, and I rode the L everywhere. And then I came to LA, and I just heard that their public transit sucked, and so I went in with a preconception that I would have a bad experience with public transportation, so I just never used it. But then I drove to work for like the first month of my new job before finding out that I could take the train. I just hated my life sitting in freeway traffic so badly that I just broke down and got on the train. Well, I had to take a bus to a train. It's great. I love it. I get to read Twitter and stuff while I'm commuting, and I get to see a bunch of interesting people. I can't scream like I used to in my car after work, which was kind of fun. I would like yell my music in my car, and I can't really do that on public transit, but not a terrible trade overall. Okay, we got some money here. Do we want to do... I guess let's just finish this goddamn roundabout and just be done with it. It's gonna be jank slightly, but it's fine. I wish there was some daylight though. Maybe we wait till daylight so I can at least see what I'm doing, kind of, and build up a little bit more money. I wish you could pan down a little bit further to see the sky, because like you've got northern lights here. It looks pretty cool, and I bet there's some stars up there that the programmers put in that you could just like never even actually see. Let's zoom in. Let's see what's going on at the trap house. Have the cops finally caught on? I see sirens. Where's this guy going? Here. Okay. It's a windy day. Look at these trees. The whole tree is flailing. Jesus. I don't see a need for that. That intersection is not arterial. It's a cul-de-sac. Beside the strip along Crowley is prime commercial real estate. You're saying this part here is prime for commercial. Like if we don't have a arterial. And great use of arterial. I could not remember that word earlier, and I was calling them... I don't know what I was calling them, but arterial is exactly what that word is. Cool, we got daytime. We're gonna throw in our roundabout now. Maybe something like... we're so far away! I wish I could just pick this thing up and move it. There's like a mod where you can do that, I'm sure, but whatever. We're just gonna... Oh, that is horrible. That is truly terrible. Alright. Oh, it's so bad. It's okay. It's alright. It's fine. It's still gonna work with that plan, I think. We're gonna do something like, we'll do this. Oh wait, but we want these to be straight roads. Now we want straight. We want something like this into here, 90 degrees. And we want another one kind of like this into here. Yeah! Yes! This is something. This is something. Okay, and we want to connect this to this while we're here. And this can go up to here. Oh, did I really fuck that up? Come on! I'm wasting so much money! Can I just... Why? I just wanna... There we go. Okay. And we're gonna paint this residential. And that was not the right one. But watch this. Watch this maneuver. And these people are like, oh shit, we live in no man's land now. No, you don't. Boom! Shaka Khan. That's looking good. And let's give these people water. Oh, they already have water. That's great news. How are we doing on water? Still good. energy capacity going down slightly, although we still have this power plant that is now no longer doing anything. Just generating power for nobody. But we'll bring that back in eventually. Look at our little Stonehenge. This is good. I actually don't hate this because you want like a big buffer, like the real life Stonehenge. You don't want like a car parked where you can like throw a can out of your car window and hit Stonehenge. Like you want a little bit of buffer here so that it keeps some of its like mystique or whatever. Okay, we're leveling up. Money's still coming in good. I haven't used any. Oh! Let's go! Tiny town! So basically, anytime a highway or had to go over a waterway, he was involved. Oh, my father did most of the culverts in California up until 10 years ago. I don't know what a culvert is. So basically, anytime a highway had to go over water. Is that what that is? Like a bridge? Is a culvert like a bridge that goes over water? Can you zone the area inside the circle as park? I don't know. Let's take a look. I don't think that is... There are parks. There's like these, which are like pre-made little parks that you can put in. But let's see what our option... Oh, that's not what I want. This? No. This? No. This? No. This? No. How do I do... Is this it? This is policies. Where's the district tool? This is what I want. Industrial specializations. So you could zone it as like whatever you want, theoretically. Like I can do this. Wow, it fits perfectly! Uh-oh, what is this? Here's what I heard. Uh-oh, turn off. I don't want a virtual assistant. I don't know, what should we call this? How do I name this? Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to extend it. I just want to... Here we go. What should we call this? What is, like... What is the Joncovia analog for Stonehenge? Something druids. That's interesting. The druids are real, right? I always forget if druids are a real thing or if they are from the Lord of the Rings. If they are like a Tolkien creation. But I think druids are real. They like lived in England, right? They're real. Okay, cool. That and like paladins. Like I think paladins are also a real thing that were in the medieval times, but they are also like a thing you can be in D&D. I like druids. We'll call this the Druid Ruins. That's good. I like that. Same way with pagan. Yeah. I mean, you don't see a lot of pagans around anymore, unfortunately. They're a dying breed. Okay, so we got some cash from our... Oh, wow, did you hear that fart? That's that stir-fry mush coming back out the other end. What do people want? They're asking for more industry. I guess we can build some industry on this side of, what is this road called? Meadow. And then get this, what do you call it, involved? This wind turbine. Thank God there's so much buzz on the mic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen back to this VOD and hear how the audio sounds. Maybe I'll just like turn the mic down a little bit so the fuzz will go away and you'll only hear my voice. If I don't know, here. Actually, let me see. Is this too? Oh! That's not actually what I wanted to do. I don't know if I can actually bring the levels down right now. I can bring the levels down in OBS. Maybe that's something. I don't know. Did that make it better or worse? What are we thinking, Jones? You like? Worse and better. Okay, good. Is the music still too loud? Didn't hear any buzz, but there was a hiss that just went away. Okay, so we got rid of the hiss. That's good. Is the music now loud? It's so loud in my ears. I can't even begin to explain to you how loud it is. Something like that. You are in a tunnel now. Music is crystal. I'm in a tunnel. Interesting. So it's like echoey? It's very echoey in my room, I'm sure, because everything is wood and there are high ceilings. The echo in our studio originally was insane. If you go watch the VOD for like our first episode in the studio before we bought like a big rug and we hadn't put up any of our yeah, I am bragging. I'm so proud of proud is not the right word. It's not like I built this room, but I'm so grateful for this room, and I am constantly talking about how much I love it because I have the best room in our house. But I also pay the most for my room, so that's how that works. Okay. I think industrial is gonna go here on Adams Street. Something like that. Get some water. Can I just say that the truck driver show a couple of days ago was the funniest thing I'd ever seen on Twitch. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's really nice. Yeah, that format is super fun. It's kind of a take. I don't know how recently you discovered our channel, Just Tiny Taste, but that format of the truck driver is kind of a twist on a format that we've done a lot called we call it the lift stream, but it's basically the same idea. Rocky is driving in those streams he's driving a car and he's like a Uber driver, a Lyft driver, but obviously now with quarantine we can't have real life guests in our studio anymore, and it used to be like people would come over to our house and they would just be like wacky passengers that he picks up in his Uber. But now since we can't do that anymore, we're like, wow, we want to keep doing that format because it's such a fun form. So we figured we'd do the radio as a way to like get wacky characters in the mix and we could do call-ins and sort of justify it in the universe. And it worked out really well. I was actually stoked on how well it worked out. The audio worked out fine. But yeah, that format is such a winner. Rocky is so good in that role. And the visual, I'm very proud of. I put together the truck visual, so I'm proud of how that ended up looking at the end. Bjork was so good. Sydney's such a heavy hitter. Yeah, her Bjork has recurred a few times for Everything Now Real Heads. Her Bjork character has been on the program probably 3 or 4 times now, and it's one of her pocket aces for sure. How are we looking here? We want more residential. I think it's probably time to like figure out how we want to orient our residential area around our Druid ruins here. Do we want to even bother trying to like fit stuff in here? I kind of think, we have a buffer around our ruins already within the circle, but like this kind of feels like a ton of empty space in here. I don't really know how to use it. We could do like one kind of like windy road that kind of like goes around here. I don't know. Let me see. What if I did something like... I don't hate it. This is like weird. Like if you were driving in a real town and like there's a strange curve for no reason right here, you're like, what the fuck? Or if you like lived, and then this. Why this? Why can't a building go here? Maybe a park goes there? Jones says I like it. Yeah, I like it pretty good. Do we want to have houses? I think we can have houses on the outside ring of the Druid ruins. But nothing on the inside. Looks like a trailer park layout. Excellent. That's kind of what I'm going for, I guess. Alright, let's paint with our little brush here. And let's do... Oh, again, with the wrong kind. Let's do something like... Again, I want to try to avoid... Oh, shit. I want to try to avoid people building on Crowley, if I can. Say outside ring is fine. That's prime real estate. If you live right next to Stonehenge, like you look out your front door and Stonehenge is right there, you're living large. Okay, cool. That's looking pretty good. These people are complaining about water, which is fair because there isn't any. Bing, bing, and a nice trailer park, like 2-story trailers. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. But that's what this is, I would say. Okay, so we got some more residential coming in. We could probably do with some more services now. We really have ignored services. Like, we have no hospital. So let's do that. Services and stuff like that, I feel fine putting on the main thoroughfares because those people need to like be able to move around. So like I think like a hospital there, and then what else do we need? We have fire, right? Kind of. It's all the way over there though, so maybe another fire department right here. We don't have any schools yet, so let's do a school. I think here, because then that gets these guys and those guys, and there's all our money. Okay, that was easy. It's a trailer park with the homeowners association, yeah. Okay, it's nighttime in Junkovia. When you zoom out, though, I'm liking this layout. Like, it's looking like, it's not really looking like much yet, but you can see the skeleton beginning to take shape. Like, you can see this is gonna, like, probably come out to kind of here, this will come down here, and then what I'm thinking is this will probably, like, loop. Like, it'll probably come around, almost like, not quite coming down to this corner, but it'll sort of follow this dotted line and then connect down here. So you'll have like this whole central area, and then maybe like, we'll probably connect down here. I didn't even notice that there is a highway down here, but it'll probably, that's the other thing that is kind of hard in this game, is like connecting back to the highway. It's a nice layout, unique. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Thank you, Jones. Okay, but right now we're just collecting money. We're moving on up in population. Let's see, what's next? Boomtown. We're approaching Boomtown. People are moving in. How's traffic? I hesitate to even look. Oh, we're money. There's no traffic. Although it's the middle of the night, so there wouldn't be. But that bodes well. That means that things are flowing nicely. You can kind of just like look and see. Like, that is what you like to see. No real buildups. This is where you get your buildups. Like your first intersection outside of your like big roundabout or wherever, like where people start having to actually make turns. That is where shit starts to hit the fan. So like this is here, and like especially here is where we are gonna want to keep an eye out. In fact, this like eventually we will probably want to upgrade to like a 6-lane or something, just to try to make sure that doesn't get turned into a bottleneck. And then also here, it's like the only way out of our city is this one intersection right here. But that I'm not too bothered with, because they have all this space right here, and then also nothing is coming off of this spoke right now, so there's no traffic there. You talk about traffic with such catastrophic terms. Yeah, because that's like the one thing that can really fuck up your city in this game. Like, you can leave crime on for weeks and weeks, and like people just grin and bear it, but if your traffic gets bad, like, it ruins the look of your city. You just have backups of cars everywhere, and it just looks dumb. Okay, these people are complaining about power, which is confused. Oh, okay, see? Here we go. So now it's daytime. Like at night, nobody was complaining about power because all the power... I guess you need lights for darkness, but like your businesses and stuff are all shut down. But now we're in the yellow, moving towards red. So we're gonna have to add some more power. And we've got some options here. We have not unlocked this guy yet. We're nearing being able to unlock this guy. And this thing is the holy grail because these you could put basically anywhere. They don't have to be connected to a power line, so you can just kind of like fling them out in the middle of the ocean. Although we don't have a ton of great wind sources in our little square right now. If we were able to get, I mean, we could try to buy another chunk down here maybe and throw them in here or up here in this like, I thought this was a lake for a second, but I guess it is a lake, but I thought this was closed off here because it's all dark up there, but it is a little river. But yeah, I think in the short term, we might be able to just get by. Look at this, we're producing exactly as much as we need. That's efficient, baby. That's efficiency. See, this is why I don't do the districts, because unless you are good about naming all of your districts, you just have this like one little floating name here. It's just like, why? I just want to see my city. You should be able to like turn off district. I bet you can, maybe. Let's see. Show in-game guide pop-ups. That I don't want. Auto-open chirper messages. That I don't want. Use day-night cycle. Yeah, sure. We'll keep that. Dynamic weather. Sure. Disable fire spread. Oh, it's turned off. Yeah, I kind of want fire spread. That sounds fun. Display road names. Sure. But I want display... I want to toggle display district names, but whatever. Def fire spread on. Yeah, I agree. We want to spread. We want to spread. Okay, this is another thing that kind of irks me about this game is the pollution, which like I get that they want you to think like pollution is bad, and pollution is bad. I get it, but it looks, you can't really see it now because it's night, but during the day the pollution is like purple, which it's like, just make it brown. I mean, like, I get that it's supposed to look bad, but at least make it look like real. There's a way to view your city without all that. On Xbox, it's a back select button. Interesting. Okay. I mean, if you... Oh, I guess I was going to hit escape a bunch of times. That doesn't really do anything. There goes an airplane. Can I click that? Nope. There's mods that do it too. Yeah, there's a mod that I used to have, and I bet I can like enable it somehow. That just gets rid of pollution completely. Whoever's playing the music seems optimistic about your town. Yeah, I agree. Things are going smooth. Alright, we got 20 thou in the bank. People are still... Oh, no, wait. People aren't rolling in anymore. So it's time to expand our residential area. How do we want to do that? I think... Do we want to, like, complete this Pokeball kind of shape here, where we go... I think I don't want to, well, let's see. I do something like that, and then another one of these weird kind of sort of nonsense roads. And then at least we have some symmetry here. And then this can all just be residential. And that will solve a lot of our residential problems. Boom! Look at that. We just doubled the size of our residential space. And I'm just farting up a storm right now. That dinner really did something horrible to me. Boom! Water! Alright, let's get some people up in this mix. Let's see. Let's watch them move in. Look at that. Everybody wants to move into Junkovia. They're flying in. Look at this house. That's kind of a weird house. It's like a duplex, I guess. 2 front doors. This is kind of like what our house looks like. Not to dox myself. Yeah, do you see what I mean by Pokeball shape here? You got your top half of the Pokeball, your bottom half, and then like the little button in the front. Yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. 10 viewers. Hell yeah. The real heads are in the chat tonight. And we're out of power again. Right, I forgot that we were already like basically out of power, so adding a little bit more power is gonna ruin our shit. So let me address that problem. Let's see. I think it's just gonna be another one of these. Just like get on into it. Let's see. That really did not fully fix it. Maybe 2 of these? I kind of like the look of having more than one of these anyway, because like one of them just looks like some weird guy is like trying to make a statement on his private property, but you get 3 of these and now all of a sudden it looks like a real wind farm. Okay, cool. That should now be enough power for the daytime, I guess. Let's see. Let's find out. Uh-oh, we got a fire. We got a fire, folks, at the Go Nuts Donuts. Here come the boys, though. They're gonna take care of it. Good stuff. Well done, fire. Oh, we got another fire. Oh, shit. Jesus, what's happening? Okay. Good thing those guys were there. No, the donuts! Oh, I really enjoyed that typo. Thank you for that, just a tiny taste. Cool. I think, yeah, we're approaching Boomtown here. I think when we hit Boomtown, that is probably what I'm going to call it for this particular stream. But I feel like we're making some good progress here. And if you guys like this game or these gaming streams, let me know. I will do more of them. But I have some other ideas for some stuff that I might want to try for these like independent non-show streams. I'm learning piano. You guys can't see my piano. It's in here. I'm trying to learn Clair de Lune. Do you know that one? By Debussy? Debussy? I don't know how you say his name. There's a piano piece called Clair de Lune that I'm painstakingly trying to learn. And I was thinking I might try to stream myself figuring that out. I said it right the first time. How did I say it? Debussy? 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 I said it 3 times again there, so I'm not going to know which one is right. But yeah, that song rips. That song is very good. Debussy. Yep. I've tried to play it. It's bonkers hard. Yeah, it's deceiving because the beginning is like very easy, which is the part that I'm on right now. And you're like, I got this. And then there are all these like flourishes that come in at the end. These like arpeggiatic like scales that my fingers are gonna not be able to do. But practice, practice, practice. You know, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? The old joke. You know that joke? I don't know exactly what the setup is. I think a guy goes up to a man in New York and he says, "How do you get to Carnegie Hall?" The old man says, "Practice, practice, practice." And that's how the joke goes. Kind of ruined it with the delivery there, but it's a good one. What joke? Yeah, well, pretty much ruined it, but the bit is like, it's a tourist in New York who is asking, how do you get to Carnegie Hall, like, directions, how do you get to Carnegie Hall, and we did it, folks, and it's Boomtown, and we're booming, baby. Alright, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. We'll do one quick, like, tour on full speed, or on normal speed, just kind of like a zoomed in version before I log off here to kind of enjoy what we've done. This is my favorite composer, basically the way the framework for how impressionist music should sound. Johnson, no, I heard the bit. Yeah, I don't know really anything about any classical music or impressionist music or any music that is not that came before like the 19th century, which I don't even know if Debussy's music came. I don't know when he was making music, but recently I've been on a kick of like some classical stuff, so I'm gonna try to learn about that. And it's looking nice and smoggy in here. Look at this power plant. Look at this. Like, what is this part supposed to be? I have no idea. This is not what a coal power plant looks like. And is the pollution leaking into our water system at all? I bet it is. Let's see. Not that bad. It like goes right up to the edge, but it seems like we're getting away with it. He died during World War II. Oh, wow. Oh, I had no idea. Okay, interesting. I guess that makes sense. His sound is like much more modern than, you know, your Mozarts and Beethovens and whatnot. Ace Chemical up in that bitch. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Boom baklat. Alright, this is looking good. I think we're gonna save. And we're gonna call this, look at my great saving naming convention here. City 2, and quick save 2020 0032, whatever. This one we're gonna call Jankobia. Do I want to use Steam Cloud? No, I'll just save it on my computer. That's fine. Cool. And we can quit to desktop. Let's see. Let's give you guys a look at my desktop. Let's see what's on there. Anything incriminating? Joan says, thanks for the stream. Be well. Thanks for joining me, guys. Oh, it's my Discord. There you go. You can look at the Everything Now Discord. Shouts out to the Discord. If you are not already in the Discord, come in here. We've got all sorts of fun stuff. Sometimes we take suggestions for some of our shows from the Discord. Like I do this one bit for our news format where I play a news anchor that is reading tonight's headlines, and we take images that get posted in our Discord, and we use those as the graphic for the headline, and then I have to improvise a headline for it, and it's really fun. So if you're not already in the Discord, pop in. I think there is a panel below this streaming video thing where you can click that'll take you to that. But yeah, this is our Discord. And what else do we have in here? This is my Steam. This is my files. This is how I download YouTube videos when I'm not supposed to. And that's Mighty Mouse. But thanks, guys, for joining me. This is my first ever solo stream. Hey, here's me in my orange room because I've got this yellow IKEA lamp next to me. But thank you, guys, for joining this solo stream. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to try to do some more of these kind of things. Thank you for joining me. Dang, that does sound fun. I always look forward to the ENS streams. Yes! Well, you're in luck, because we've got another one tomorrow night that is fixing to be a corker. So definitely tune in at the normal time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for that. I'm trying to think of whether or not I should say what it is or let it be a surprise. I'm going to let it be a surprise. We'll probably announce what it is during the middle of the day tomorrow. But tune in. Those are always fun. Wednesday. A secret, yes. And I know Rocky was talking about doing some more gaming streams too. He was talking about trying to start doing Animal Crossing regularly in the mornings. So if you're a morning person, or I guess maybe like a mid-afternoon East Coast person, you can look forward to those. And I'm probably going to do some more of these gaming streams and maybe a piano stream coming up. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys for joining me tonight, Jones, and Just a Tiny Taste especially. Thank you for keeping me company in the chat. It's much easier to find things to talk about and keep things moving along when there's somebody to talk to. So I appreciate that. And I think with that, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you guys tomorrow if you're going to join us for the stream, for the show. Otherwise, pop in that Discord and check us out on socials, because we are also all there. But you guys know that stuff. All right, cool. I'm going to try to figure out how to stop streaming now. I actually don't know how to do this on OBS because I've only ever used vMix, but I think it's this button. So if you keep seeing me after I click this button, I did something wrong. Good night. Oh, wait. Actually, I should raid. Yeah, wait, before I do that, how many people are even in here to raid? 9? That's enough. Everybody stay here, don't move. Let's see who's live. Let's see, do I have any friends on who I can send some people to?
Yeah, of course I'm in stream.
I'm gonna send you guys over to... I'm gonna send you to the Filthy Jester. This guy... This guy was one of the first people that we met on Twitch. And he, I think, is either used to be an actor and comedian or is still an actor and comedian, but he streams. He's a really sweet dude. He plays a lot of Rocket League. He was just very kind to us when we first got on Twitch and didn't know what the hell we were doing. So I'm going to share some love for the Filthy Jester, and please let him know that we sent you, because hopefully he'll get a kick out of that. Or he'll know, actually, because it'll say, but whatever. Everything... Nope, that's our name. I want the Filthy Jester. He's playing Rocket League. Show some love to Filthy Jester. Let him know Everything Now Show sent you. He's good, people. And that will be the end of this stream. And I will see you guys for the Everything Now Show tomorrow night. And good night. Bye.